How's it going, guys? My name is Alex and welcome to a review of the managers in eFootball. A lot of questions about the proficiency, a lot of questions whether this Rijkaard manager is worth it. And for me, absolutely no doubt he is worth it just because I'm using possession playstyle a lot and I am obviously gonna be trying now to master a long ball counter. This manager has the proficiency for both in 88, and that is the first thing that you need to look after in your manager. The proficiency for the playstyle that you really like playing should be 88. That is the golden standard. And obviously, why exactly? I explained that many times before. Any manager with 87 proficiency or less is not boosting the stats of your players as high. And I feel like in-game performance of my players is kinda underwhelming every time they are trying to win deflections or maybe control the ball. It feels like the other manager isn't giving me 88 proficiency. The team doesn't click. In an example of Jude Bellingham, this Rijkaard manager, he's also given a boost +1 to passing. So this Bellingham, for instance, if you take a look at his details, you will see that his passing is 89, low pass is 89 and finishing is 88. If you take a look at the build of Bellingham, you can see that his stats are distributed the following way. His passing is 85 and his shooting is 85. So that means that the manager boost is 3 points starting from 85 stat number. And then of course you're getting +1 to passing, so that's why low pass is 85 and it becomes 89 on the card. Let's take a look at the 87 proficiency manager that many people may have gotten before, and that is Gareth Southgate, an obsolete manager at this point, and you can see that the overall rating of the cards is lower, and it's not really a big deal. I don't really care about overall, I care about the numbers, and you can see that the stats of the cards, I didn't change the build, it is the same card of Jude Bellingham. You can see that the finishing is still 85, and on the card it is low pass 85, but the boost, you can see that the stats have changed compared to 88 proficiency Lambo counter manager. This one isn't boosting his passing to at least 88, and that is why when I'm building the cards, I'm also trying to get to that 85 stat on many important abilities of players, so that I'm getting that +3 boost on the manager. So that is without the question. Now you know that you need to have 88 proficiency manager. And now about the playstyles. Look, there's a few managers available right now. You can buy Lampard, which is a good idea. Some people bought a manager, quick counter manager before, like Alonso. You don't need this manager. This Lampard will just boost different stats for your players. He has proficiency for outright. Many people don't really even play that, so you're not getting an insane boost. And for instance, if you bought Fuente for possession or Alonso for quick counter, you're getting the boost for acceleration, which in my opinion is better, like additional boost +1 as you can see over here. For Lampard, that boost to balance is decent, but it's not really that cool as acceleration, for instance, or even passing from Rijkaard, in my opinion. But if you just started the game, you want to play quick counter playstyle, and look, playstyles is a different thing. I like playing possession, some people like quick counter, some like the solidity of long ball counter. It's up to you, and it's nice just to try it, but that is where people are asking me about these managers. Like, you can get this Koeman manager, and also you could have signed Arteta. I don't know if he's still available. Yeah, you can still sign Flick, for instance. You can still sign Arteta. It's also a long ball counter manager. But the thing is about this Arteta, he's giving you 2 boosts. 1 plus acceleration, another to tight possession. So if you're really like a very competitive player, you only play long ball counter, this is not a bad idea. It just costs you 1500 coins and a bunch of cards that are good for beginners, but many people are probably at this point, they have either better versions of these cards, or they just have better versions in their respective positions entirely. Speaking of Hansi Flick, same thing, the content here. Hansi Flick has the proficiency for possession, double booster manager for Paulo Fonseca, you get in boost plus physical contact and kicking power. I wouldn't necessarily say that kicking power is important boost, but physical contact is decent. And right now, if you are buying a manager, you don't need these cards. I wouldn't really go for this double booster manager. I would just buy Frank Lampard outright. It's probably a much wiser decision. And then, of course, when it comes down to this Koeman, same thing. It's a long ball counter manager, similar to Arteta. The boost to stamina is negligible. You have 5 subs. Their stamina is absolutely not important stat in the game. You can sub out players who are really tired oftentimes, and even give them super sub skill or introduce them in the second half. And long ball counter proficiency is 88. It's important, right? Ball control is a decent boost, but as is, this Van Dijk is crazy good probably, but other cards are kind of mediocre at this point of the game. You probably, if you played for a few months, you probably have better cards, and that's why 500 coins is the perfect deal here, and you get in this Frank Rijkaard, and you're benefiting from fantastic deal from Konami. Thank you very much. Switching between the playstyles, which is kind of handy. You can do this with a sub-tactic, as you can see on the right bottom corner. The possession game is my sub-tactic, and I'm using this as my main long ball counter tactic. So during the game, I can click on the numpad on the left. I'm getting the sub-tactic activated, and I can play with possession. At any point, I can push a little bit higher. My players, they're positioned better, and also at the same time, I'm switching to a different formation, which is kind of nice. Alright, let's try some of the games with long ball counter mainly. I'm trying long ball counter, I actually like it on console, and I'm playing with 3 at the back pretty much against a very interesting team, Showtime Ronaldo, Mbappe and Dernis. And we play 3 at the back, and Trent is pretty much just free roaming right back who helps me in attack mostly, not defending much. And as you can see, we're starting with this very cringe goal that I've considered, just because for some reason, even with long ball counter, you're going to be conceding goals. You know, like people are saying that long ball counter is somewhat helping you defensively. These situations will happen still. Like the gap between the 2 center backs will appear. And I'm playing one destroyer, one like build up or like non-play style center back. And even if like I'm blessed with Konami's luck, and I got these cards with like 300 coins, 8 coins, Cannavaro and Thuram are insane. But as you can see, this gap appeared out of nowhere. I wasn't really switching to the players in time. Maybe I should have. But this is mostly like one of those situations where if you cannot switch to them quick enough, the player will be free. And our opponent actually enjoys this goal so much, he rewatches all the celebrations and replays. Most likely he's gonna be enjoying my replays too in the future, hopefully. Alright, let's see. We need to come back, bro. Like, this is not gonna be a good review of the manager if you're not coming back. Opponent is actually, let's see, he likes the dribble, likes some tomfoolery, some shenanigans there with his fullbacks. But we need to get the ball as fast as possible. Maradona has been such an efficient player for me. And there you go, Maradona. Let's see if he can do the fake shot and cut inside there on his favorite foot and curl. And that's a goal by Maradona. Goal! Alright, he's keeping the replay. What happened there? I feel it was a nice goal. No, it was a fun goal. I mean, definitely not as good as my opponent's goal. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that. Maybe I can score one more, because our ultimate goal is, of course, to win games. I want to do Division 1 speedrun eventually, and we get Neymar. Neymar on his left foot. That is a bit of luck, I think. He has the finishing, like 88 finishing, but I was really impressed. This Neymar card just executed exactly what I needed there. On his weak foot, he scored that goal, and we are ahead out of nowhere, and opponent skips the replays. Alright, he's a little bit tilted. Maybe we can use it to our advantage. Maybe we can get the ball quickly. Look at him trying to dribble. Actually, good dribbles there, but not good enough to get away from Petit. Petit has been such an efficient card for me too. And 1-2s by Maradona. This is how the quick counter, long ball counter playstyle is activated. Maradona scoring the goal, not using the outside cooler that he has, but taking this shot right into the bottom corner. And look at this celebration, by the way. Now, this is nice. I think my opponent enjoys the celebration too with me now for once, and we can maybe chill a little bit. Final minutes of the game. We're wrapping this game up, and this has been a long ball counter. Oh, what a save. Long ball counter masterclass. Alright, one more game. I want to see these games out and promote to the next division. Like I said, there will be a Division 1 speedrun on console for sure. I am just a beginner on console. I've been like playing this game for like 6 months. Maybe not a beginner, like upper intermediate player. But definitely every team that I face, they have like better cards than mine. And look at this Villa, bro. Like, this is crazy how he nailed that shot into the near corner as well. I would expect my goalkeeper to do better there. But maybe we can score one more back, and opponent is not switching quickly to the players enough, and Mbappe chip into Maradona, and that's a header from Maradona. Yeah, so look, this every team that I face, like, they gotta have players that are older. Bro, like, I didn't want that. They are older than the cutoff when I started playing on console. So pretty much these people played before me, and that's where it's gonna be like that for the next like half a year. But after that, I will not have that excuse anymore, like that I'm just a beginner anymore, right? But right now, I'm at a little bit disadvantage. I don't have the muscle memory. I don't have like the hours put in, that many hours. Mostly I was like, if I have the hours, although that was a nice goal by Mbappe, and that winning goal too. If I have the hours, I probably mostly like just sim the game. So like I may have like 600 games played, but these are like sim games to get the events rewards. But even when I play, I try my best to experiment, and we did well pretty much with this long ball counter playstyle. Rijkaard is our next manager. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next one. Peace.